Hey everyone, welcome to GodSpark Nation. So let's get back to taking some action. Now, this is going to be a little different than what she was talking about. All right. But remember one thing is the GodSpark Prime Directive is vision, intention, action, and choice is at the heart of every GodSpark creation. So if you haven't really understood or understood what GodSpark represents here at QHS, it is your personal choice and your God-given right to choose everything in your life. Remember, I've said that everything you do and everything you don't do and every way you respond to what is done to you is your personal responsibility. And you have this individual God-given freedom, which we just celebrated. And it is a subjective decision that must be answered with every thought, every word, and every deed. And your thoughts translate into the words and the deeds. And remember that God gave you and me, all of us, free will. And within that, personal dominion. And we don't want to trespass on others' dominion, as well as we don't want people to trespass on ours. Okay, so you hold the authority to make each and every decision. So reflect on this for a moment. Are you a slave and captive, or are you free of any and all constraints in your heart of hearts? We just celebrated Independence Day, and I began this just briefly talking about our declaration of sovereignty, that you choose and you create your own reality. So inspiring you to choose freedom today and know that you can declare it true for you as I have for me, because I decreed it so. So today's about action, and Sun Tzu said a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So today, with your action that you're going to take, you will draw the proverbial line in the sand and step over it. Step into the life that you are creating right now. We talked about it 2 weeks ago on vision. Okay, so what one thing will you do today, or maybe tomorrow, because it might be late for you, to create this future? So start chewing on that in your mind for a little bit, or better yet, chew on it in your heart, because every single small little action is like the compound effect, and it will lead to significant changes over time. Okay, so here's the little inspirational story I'm going to read to you. So a Chinese farmer once planted a bamboo tree because he heard that it could create miracles and he needed one to care for his family. Can we relate to this feeling or what? So this farmer faithfully watered, fed, and cared for the soil where he planted the bamboo seeds. And year after year, he saw no signs of life. For the first, second, third, and fourth years, there was no growth at all, no sprouts, so he had no hope. But he did have patience and he did have faith in this miracle bamboo plant. But it started to fade. And I bet some of us have felt that through the last years, right? But during that 5th year, just as he was about to give up, he noticed a sprout. A little sprout, which gave him hope and faith. And do you know what happened over the next 6 weeks? That bamboo shot up over 60 feet. Now, how did that happen? Did the bamboo suddenly just lie dormant and then all of a sudden shoot up? No. What the farmer couldn't see during these first 4 years was that the root system was developing underground to support this rapid growth. Because without a strong root or a strong foundation, bamboo can't support this massive and quick growth. And this is similar to things that have been developing with your root system. Okay, so this waiting game has not gone unnoticed. You have been sharpening your steel sword, creating your strong foundation so that the winds of change cannot topple you. You have important humanitarian work to do, so roll up your sleeves and get ready to have some action. All right, so since you don't want to put off everything for tomorrow, here is a simple way to get started and take action tonight before bed. Use this law of resonance to become what you seek to be. You want to act as if you are already where you desire to be a year from now. Feel this feeling by dropping down into your heart space and then ask the universe these questions. Why do I have the fit and healthy body of a 30-year-old? Why am I so kind and compassionate? Why does money always come to me so easily? Why do I always eat healthy foods? Why am I so wise, organized, and action-oriented? And let the universe conspire in your favor as if you were already there. Because remember, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, and it only believes what you feed it. So begin to take aligned actions and act in ways that support and move you towards your vision. All right. So what is one thing that you will do differently tomorrow to create this important vision that you created? So practice is really important here. My kids' Taekwondo master taught them that perfect practice equals perfect performance. And one of these days, very soon, like Mark was just talking about, we are going to be performing at the top of our game at the time of our lives. So first, you also need to identify the resources you need, who can support you, and set down your specific goals. And write them down and keep them visible along with that vision statement, because consistency is key. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, right? And so if you take a small step every day towards your goal, you will end up where you need to be. And beware of negative influences. So you want to surround yourself with all things that are positive, that make you feel good and that light you up, that are walking the walk you want to be. But there's always going to be some crabs. We know, we've seen them here at QHS as well. And you're like, well, what are crabs? Well, let me tell you another story. So there was a man who sat on a fishing dock and he observed how a bunch of live crabs were in a bucket. And he told the guy, you need to put a lid on that bucket so that they don't escape. And the fisherman said, no, it's okay, because every time one crab climbs up out of the bucket, another crab will pull him back down to the bottom. So we know those crabs that have been in our lives before, right? We've all seen them, that they just can't see other people celebrating and winning. And we want to lift each other up and help each other win, because that's the way we are wired here at QHS. So we are going to help you out of the bucket instead of pulling you back in, but we are unable to push you up a rope. So you must make that first step, and then the second, and then the third, and review your intention and adjust your course as needed. Because we know that an airplane never flies a straight line from San Francisco to New York. It kind of goes like this, and it course corrects along the way, and you will have to adjust your path too. So also, resilience is the ability to move back from your setbacks and keep moving forward. So you just want to bounce back and know that setbacks are part of it. Embrace those challenges, failing forward. John Maxwell has that beautiful book, and it shows how we grow stronger when we learn from our challenges. Also, finding an accountability partner. We have a whole group of you here. There's 50 of us or more. And also a mentor, because a mentor is really, really helpful to share your goals with someone that you trust, because they can provide encouragement, hold you accountable, and of course, this whole power team that you create will help you celebrate your successes. Visualization is a powerful tool. When my kids were in Taekwondo, they were told to visualize breaking those boards. And it's quite a feat. When I mountain bike, we're told to keep our eye on where you want to go, not on the cliff or the mountain, but on the trail, exactly where you want to go. And it's magical how your wheel aligns with your vision. So in conclusion, you yourself have that power, that GodSpark, to create the life you envision. Every single action, no matter how small, will move you closer to those dreams. But you must believe in yourself, stay committed, and remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. And if we lock hands, you know, what is it? The team is we create, oh geez, I'm gonna blow this one. Many hands make light work. So we can do this together. So step into your power and take action now and expect miracles. So the burning question is, how have you taken a step forward to activate the energy that sets action into play? And how has your QT Wave device help you do this?